To teach you the theory that I use, or the image that I use, to talk about the difference between the script and the counterscript, to understand the dynamic of the script, and particularly how it's felt viscerally in the person who experiences their life. And I think this idea originated for me from a workshop I did with Toby Kaler when he was teaching drivers, and he was talking about drivers as a life support system, as a kind of I don't know whether he actually used the word buoyancy aid, but that was what I made sense of in my head at the time. And we're going back now to very early, probably early 80s or late 70s, when I first heard this material. And I always draw diagrams in order to understand material. This is how I make my notes whenever I'm in lectures. And I remember sitting in Toby Kaler's workshop and drawing this diagram. And I was thinking about the injunctions that we have. And they seemed like heavy weights in my being, as though these were the kind of weights that were pulling me down. And so, you know, here we have our person living their life, but they have attached to them these almost like chains on them, these heavy drivers, which may be heavy injunctions, which may be don't be well, don't be you, don't be strong, don't feel, don't succeed, don't exist, don't be a child. All those injunctions that weigh us down in life. And then I thought, well, this makes sense if we think about the script being part of the sea of life, and that in our sea of life, these injunctions pull us down. This is how the basic elements of the script pull us down in our life. And if it's in the sea, where we have these little fishes there, just to show that that's the sea here, that we are potentially going to drown with these heavy messages. But we have something else. We have these buoyancy aids. We have these balloons. Be strong. Try hard. Please others. Hurry up. And be perfect. That actually are the counterscript. They're the drivers, but they are the means by which we can keep afloat, by which we can counterbalance the negative elements of the script itself. So, you know, the person here who was perhaps in great danger, really, of being pulled down by the script, has a means to maintain a kind of an okayness and a survival in the world, as I'll be okay, I can overcome this, as long as I can overcome not being important by pleasing mother, or by being strong, or by being perfect. And so what we get is a kind of homeostasis between the script itself and the counterscript, which is almost like a man or a person in the sea of life who is drowning, and with the script needs the buoyancy aids of the drivers. But this isn't the end of the story. This is how we stay stuck in the script and stuck in the counterscript too. And our aim when we're teaching autonomy is to do something quite different. And I don't know if I can draw this diagram, but here we have our little man. this time swimming in the sea of life with some autonomy, and maybe there are some nice islands here that he can choose to swim to. But in this sea of life, this is autonomy, where he is choosing where to go. And I think the fishes are quite pleased too to have a companion down there. So, we need to think not just about the script, but also what the antithesis is of that.